everybody, welcome to the Cosmic Coven. That over there is Mercy of the Ripe Avocado Witch.
And that's Lillian of the Panicking Witch.
Today we are going to be making for you Samhain spell bottles for the best season in the year.
Woohoo!
So, Samhain, if you don't know, Halloween, essentially. Samhain is a time where the psychic energies are aflutter. The veil is at its thinnest. Divination is a great time for divination.
Ancestor work.
Yes. Yeah. Ghosties, spirit guides, all of that. If you're feeling those vibes, call them in. They are here, so ready, readier than they are at any other point in the year.
They're single, ready to mingle with your magic.
And this jar is like a beacon to all that energy, all the ghosties, the ancestors, whatever you want to call them, calling them into you and boosting the psychic skills that you will be using this month.
Yes, like I will be keeping my jar on my altar as I do some work.
I will also be. Yes, on my Hecate altar.
Oh, okay.
Just because hers is the most dramatic and extra, and I think she'll really appreciate it and the colors associated with it.
Love it.
So, as always, first you're going to want to start with a cleanse. I'm going to do handy dandy incense cleanse. This is frankincense and myrrh incense. Good for cleansing, good as an offering for any kind of spirit beings. Let's get it. I like to just let it cook a little bit. Cleanse your space, cleanse your items. Most importantly, cleanse that jar. Use any kind of jar, vessel you want. I just like the drama of this one. Oh yeah. Oh my god.
It's the good stuff.
Beautiful. This will cleanse all old and stagnant energy.
And alternatively, you can do sound cleansing. So I'm going to use a little bell. And you would just, same thing, bring the bell over your jar, over your ingredients. And I like to do over myself, you know?
Beautiful.
Really get in there.
Stunning. So now, visualize Samhain. What are your favorite Samhain activities or Halloween activities? Think of the fall leaves, the orangeness of the outside. Yes, the smells of the heavy incense that you always smell in a church.
Cinnamon.
Think of just opening your eyes and seeing a ghost. Think of your lost loved ones.
The dream.
Oh my god, yes. Soon. One day. And just hold that visualization of what Samhain is to you as you create this spell jar. We're both going to be using some similar, same ingredients, some different ones, so you can see it different ways. We're doing different methods of sealing.
So that you have a bunch of options for you, and you can see how like some stuff is a little more budget friendly, some stuff is if you've got like the great apothecary witch cabinet.
Yeah. Which, congratulations.
I know.
Good for you. All right, shall we begin?
Let's begin.
First up, I'm going to add a base of black salt, homemade black salt. Good, steady, heavy, protective layer, perfect for the base layer. And black salt you can make. This is just sea salt with some incense ashes.
Beautiful. So while Lillian is layering the jar, I will show you the alternative method of mixing your herbs first and then pouring them in. You typically would have a bit extra when you do it this way, and then what I would do is save the herbs that are left over that didn't fit in your jar and then use those in some candle magic.
Yeah.
Roll your candles in
satchels
it.
If you want.
Satchels.
Ooh, if you want to do some dream work for Samhain, throw that bad boy in there.
Heck yeah. Black salt. Also homemade.
We can get into how you make a black salt, but very simple. Very fun to do.
Very fun.
Next up, I'm gonna add some dandelion root. Now I wanted thin ones, so I'm just using a tea that I had, a dandelion root tea. Dandelion is good for boosting those psychic, spiritual vibes. It helps you connect with supernatural energies. It helps open you up to the psychic work. I have a lot of packets to put in. Oh my goodness.
Alternatively, I will be putting sweetgrass in, which is also good for spirit work. You know, it's a little...
Yeah, gotta get that. Get right up in there. Next up, I'm gonna add handy dandy rosemary. Rosemary, I have found I put in pretty much every single spell. Rosemary is good for wisdom, so you understand all that you're feeling, all the psychic vibes you're getting. You understand where the messages are coming from, and they're good for purification. Because I don't have that much dandelion, I'm just gonna put a boatload of rosemary. Adapt.
I will also be putting rosemary for the same reasons.
I find it's best. Rosemary can help in every single spell.
Yes.
You need wisdom.
You need
for
wisdom.
everything.
Yeah. Even if it just makes you stop, take that pause,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
That's so important.
And also so it's clear why you're doing what you're doing.
Yes.
Next up, I'm gonna add some black glitter strictly for Halloween razzle-dazzle. I put glitter in everything I do pretty much, just because I love glitter so much.
You know what? Your glittering has inspired me, though. I've started putting glitter in things because I just love. I made an oil the other day.
My God,
glitter,
it looks beautiful
gorgeous.
in oil. It's just fun.
I will also be putting glitter because you can find glitter at the dollar store.
Yeah.
Even black glitter.
Beautiful. Next up, I'm gonna be adding some mugwort.
Oh, me too.
Mugwort is another big spiritual booster, spiritual aid. Helps with divination, helps make everything clear.
Oh.
Very hard to get in a bottle. Squish her in. Squish her right in there.
Sometimes it can feel like the magic is taken out of things when you have to do stuff like that, but honestly, that's just...
I disagree. I
it's
think
just life.
Yeah.
It's just life, guys.
And it's just part of it's all the process.
It's the charm.
Build it to look exactly like how you want it to look. Layer it just so. You feel like an idiot? Okay, well that's all I might, you know what, I might just finish this pack of mugwort. Now, mugwort, I guess, would be considered a premium-ish ingredient. You may not find it in your actually, I guarantee you're not going to find it in the grocery store. But sorry.
No, it is one of the more readily available witch herbs. It is easier to find. I think if you go to any local shop, you'll probably find mugwort.
Yeah.
That'll be the one that they definitely have. Great for your psychic connections.
Oh, yeah.
And because you can make it a tea.
Beautiful, yes. Also, if you're consuming herbs, make sure there's nothing that's gonna interfere. Not if you're on medications, you know, not all of them jive well.
Don't just dive deep.
Next up, I'm gonna add another of my favorite ingredients, calendula.
Yes.
Which not only looks beautiful, it again helps connect you to the divine, to psychic energy, to your ancestors. It's a good teaching herb. Stunning. Perfect. And finally, I'm gonna add some cinnamon chips to attract Halloween energies to me, Samhain energies to me. Attract the spirits my way. Now I'm gonna move on to my crystals. Always add a crystal, I feel. I'm gonna add some hematite chips.
Was that for... Oh, sorry.
For grounding energy, stabilizing your vibes, cleansing negative energies.
I'm adding coffee as my grounding and like an energizer.
Beautiful, yeah.
Because we like to get things moving
Done.
up in this.
We're busy
Part.
witches, man. Next up, I'm gonna add some moonstone to enhance intuition and subconscious energies.
I'm going to use amethyst for mine, but I'm going to top it after I've mixed and poured.
Ah, yes. I'm gonna do a few chips of amethyst for a spiritual boost, but I'm also gonna be topping mine with amethyst, a big chunky. And I like to always top it off with a few essential oils.
Yep.
I'm doing patchouli because to me that is high energy, passionate energy. It's a Samhain correspondent. I'm also gonna put in some sage because it's basically like the Switzerland of essential oils. It neutralizes any energy, gives good vibes.
So I'm gonna mix mine now that I've poured everything in my little bowl here. And we're mixing, and we're mixing, and we're mixing. Wow.
And mix it.
I normally layer my jars like Lillian, but I thought this would be nice to show you.
Yeah. Sometimes, you know, you don't have too much time to make a jar, but you want to make a jar, so.
Yeah, and if you needed to like mix your herbs ahead of time, especially if you're practicing in secret, maybe mix them in the kitchen and then bring them and put them in the jar after.
Yes.
And then once you've mixed, you pour. Yep.
It'll make a mess, but that's life.
Whatever mess ends up being on the plate is what I'm going to use for my candle spell
Yeah.
that I do next. Apparently,
Oh.
I can accurately measure
Wow.
jars.
Perfect.
That's scary.
Today's video is sponsored by yours truly, the Panicking Witch. Specifically, our Samhain bottles. Wow. Ooh la la. Look at that amethyst. This bottle is made to celebrate all that is Samhain and to enhance the spiritual energies of this season. It will help you with divination, dream work, contacting ancestors, spirit work.
If you don't feel like making it yourself, or you can't, which is totally cool.
Yeah.
she'll have
Pre-made,
to-
baby.
There you go.
If you're missing ingredients, there's mugwort in here, there's dandelion, black salt, all for you, all ready to go. Tumbled at the top. Beautiful, stunning, dare
Tumbled.
I say so myself. Made with love, made with passion. Ready for you. Back to your video. So the sealing is my favorite part, personally.
Yes.
I'm gonna be sealing with dripping candle wax. I got these chime candles. Takes a bit longer, but I like the drama of the candle drips.
Why is this lighter so bad?
Wow. Screaming. She wants to make you known. Make her known. Drippy drip. Drip drip. And now the attaching of the amethyst.
Beautiful.
Yeah, and just go around your whole bottle. Put as much wax as you like. I personally love a waxy bottle. Especially if it's black, because... And that is a drip seal.
And now I'm going to do a wax bead seal, because that's a different wax. Also takes a little bit of time when you've got this many beads, but it's a big lid, you see.
Yeah. Stands out a
Yeah.
little bit more. It's also more stable. So if you're moving your bottles around a lot, or like physically
Right.
moving to a new house, harder to chip this kind of wax off.
Which also means harder to clean. So
Yep.
keep that in mind.
Yeah, I would say this kind of wax, it looks very striking, a little harder to control. So if you want a specific look, or if you're like OCD like me, can be a challenge depending on something like this size is perfect, it's small, drips right down. A thicken,
A little harder.
good luck to you.
We'll watch. We'll see. I put all that next.
Woohoo.
And if you can't have an altar, if you're someone who doesn't have space or doesn't practice publicly and you don't have a Samhain altar specifically, you can use this jar as your altar.
Yep.
So every time you want to do Samhain work, you whip out the jar as if it's your altar because it has all the ingredients and everything you would need to work with Samhain magic.
Yeah. I always like when I pull out spell jars, I like to say hello to them in some way. A little like, whoop, hello.
Yeah, give it a shake, give it a boop.
Yeah. And get going with your Samhain spells. That over there has been Mercy from the Ripe Avocado Witch.
And that's been Lillian of the Panicking Witch.
We hope you've enjoyed our Samhain bottle.
Yes.
Bless up.
Bless up.